How's it going, everyone? Mike here with Merch by Amazon, April 13th sales update. What a day! As you can see here, four sales in the US and one in UK for the total of five. Now, my first sale didn't come in until about probably 5 p.m. yesterday, which was, as soon as the morning kind of went by, and it was like 2, 3, 4. I was thinking to myself, this is not going to be a good day, and that's exactly what happened. So this is currently the lowest day of April, and it's a tie for the lowest day in the U.S. Since the beginning of March. There were 2 days, if I remember correctly, 2 days in March where I had four sales. And of course, there were other sales in some of the other marketplaces. But if we're just looking at US, this is a tie. So the good thing, let's stay positive. The good thing is that I haven't had a three sales day in a while, and we're talking months, probably like 5 months. So four for me is as low as it gets. Still, that is just terrible, but that's okay. As you can see here today already, I have two sales, and it's the first thing. I'm recording this first thing in the morning. So today I'm already halfway there. So, but anyways, it's all part of the process. I think I've said a couple days ago in one of the videos, I really can't kind of get thrown off by days like this, because what are you going to do? Get discouraged and then stop? No, you just keep pumping and pumping through, and we'll see where this month ends up. So let's look at that. Look at this average though. So this is by far one of the worst weeks in a couple of months, in at least 2 months, but maybe longer. So right now with the zero, I'm at 49 sales for the last 7 days. So by the end of the day, this will go up. It'll go over 50. I've been hovering, around 65-ish, 60-ish. So we'll see what today brings. But this is where we are. And as you can see here, this month, 93 sales, $338 in royalties, again in the US. So looking at it that way, I can't complain. Like, you know what I mean? It's this unexpected dip for April. I think somebody left a comment yesterday, basically said that he doesn't even want to log into his merch anymore because there are just repeating zeros basically for his account, and I don't know what tier he would be in. So anyways, there are definitely a few people that are kind of feeling the April dip, but for me, it's been starting to happen more often. Now, I definitely don't get into any theories or anything like that. Like, if the sales are low, you're just not performing that well. But basically, people always comment and they say, well, if you're not uploading, your activity won't be as high. So whenever people feel like they're actually doing more work and uploading, their sales increase. Or my big, long-standing theory is that if I have really bad days, they usually are doing something behind the scenes, and there's some kind of a policy change or introduction of a new product or something. There's going to be some kind of an announcement. Again, this is all just pure speculation, and it has nothing. It's not based on any kind of like facts or reality. It's just a gut feeling. So anyways, that's what's happening right now. Let's jump and look at some of the totals here, because that will give us a bigger picture, and we don't have to concentrate on a very bad day. So if we're looking at monthly sales, so this is where I sit right now. So this kind of changes the picture. So if we're 13 days into the month, so that I would say now we're closer to halfway there instead of a third like it was a couple of days ago. So the total, that my new kind of like total, if we continue at this pace, will be, about 250 sales. So I'll see. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. I'm sitting at $2,000 in sales, about $400 in royalties. So again, 13, 14 days into the month, that's fine with me. So anyways, that's kind of where I am right now. What was the other thing I wanted to? Yeah, this is what I wanted to point out. So I haven't actually updated this in a while, because if you have Pretty Merch Pro, and I don't know if Pretty Merch, the basic version, has the same statistics. I can't remember exactly what it looks like. But you have to basically update these numbers once in a while, and then it will sync it as it is, for example, at the time of the update. So I haven't done that in a couple of weeks, but basically what I'm looking at right now is 1,000 products with sales. So I would say in the last month, probably, and again, I would really have to look at this closely, but just from what I remember, a month and a half, I've sold about 100, possibly 100 plus new products. I think it's around 100. I don't know if it's 100 plus. So that's good. That's where I'm sitting. So when I was at a tier 8,000, I believe that my percentage of products with sales was around 11, which would make sense. It was just over 800, and now in the last month it's slowly climbing. So if I can actually get to 11%, within a month or two, that'll be really, really good, because that means that we're going to be looking at 2,000 products with sales. And this is a big deal, right? I keep repeating this every single day when I do these videos. Being at a tier 20,000 is a pretty big deal. I mean, the sales are definitely not where I want them to be, but that's the other thing. I mean, it really depends on your approach. Like, what are you going for? And I don't want to get into a huge rant, because I want to do another video where I'm going to be answering some of your questions. But the big thing for me is you really have to forget about this, because it all depends where you're coming from. So for example, if you're somebody who's 18, 19, 20 years old, and you're just starting out with your online business, and you're saying, I don't want to, work a part-time job, I'm going to school, all that kind of stuff, and I can actually make $1,000 a month, then who cares what tier you're at? But if you're a professional who has a store, and who has a physical store, and has been in business for years, and you have an actual strategy, you have a marketing team, advertising, all that kind of stuff, then your expectation is going to be very different at a tier 20,000. So it really depends what your goals are and where you're coming from. I've talked to somebody who was a single mom and saying, you know what, even like $200 a month extra would help me a lot. So what I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to do that in a different video, is just be very careful with getting discouraged. And that could be by your sales. It could be by comments that you see online. It could be, by somebody pushing their product or program or some kind of training, where they're giving you certain expectations. Think about what matters to you, and then go based on that. Because, for example, to me, $1,000 a month is a nice chunk of money that's helpful. I've said it before. I'm married. I have a second kid on the way. I own a house. I have a full-time job. So for me, like, this would be considered a hobby. Like, I can definitely live without this money. And for me, where I am in my life right now, it's very hard to get discouraged, because I know why I'm doing certain things. To me, it doesn't matter what somebody says, for example. It's not going to change my mind or outlook. But there are a lot of people that are influenced by comments, by what they hear online, by what they read. And basically, if you're going to get anything from this video, is don't give in to that. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to get those sales. It might take a little longer than somebody else who's been in the business for a while, but just keep working. And that's basically kind of how I'm looking at this, because 112 sales for 13 days. Like I said, $400 in royalties, $2,000 in sales. I'm okay with that. So my expectation for today is actually a little better, but let's be real. Let's see what happens, and I'll do another video tomorrow. Perfect. That's where I'm gonna stop. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments, suggestions, thoughts, you know where to leave them, and I'll see you soon.